Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays kids more worried about the...
What's up guys, JLO here, and today, Fantasy Premier League, we are focusing on the players that did well in the previous game week and if we should be keeping an eye on them and drafting them into our team. Now, game week 1 was a clusterfuck for everyone that had spent so long looking at all the top teams, because the majority of the top teams, apart from Man City, were disappointing at best and really bad at worst. But some players did really stand out in game week 1. I think the star man of the week was probably Mahrez for Leicester. He had 2 goals and I believe he had 6 chances, 4 of them on target, something like that. And literally that means those points didn't come out of nowhere. He had the opportunities, he took 2 of them. And Claudio Ranieri may be giving him license to roam and license to run at his opponents. And at 5.5 million, he is one we have to keep an eye on, because if he can be more consistent than last season, then we should be drafting him into the team. Because at 5.5 million, that is a steal. In midfield as well, you have Brighton. He had a really good game week, but I wouldn't say he was as good as Mahrez. Yaya Toure, now I know he's a big name, but last season he was a bit absent, and this season he started off with a bang, 15 points in his first game. He's now 8.5 million, and if he can replicate, not last season but the season before's points, he's someone we need to get in our teams, and could be a replacement for David Silva, and David Silva is 1.5 million more expensive. Another player I think we should keep an eye on is Jordan Ayew. He actually looked really good against Chelsea. He scored 10 points in game week 1, and with Montero on the other side, Swansea's wingers could be causing defences a lot of problems in the Premier League this season. So Jordan Ayew is one I think we should watch. Ross Barkley, he had a lot of promise last season, didn't really deliver, but he started off well this season. He's another one I'm keeping an eye on, because he plays for Everton. Everton have a lot to prove this season compared to last. So Ross Barkley could step up and become the England player we've all hoped he would become. Wijnaldum at Newcastle. Now Newcastle did a lot better than I thought they were going to do. And Wijnaldum is that type of player that breaks into the box. I think he had 2 really good chances, one of which he scored. That header was a pretty good header as well, to be honest. So Wijnaldum coming in at 7 million could be one we have to watch. And Dimitri Payet. He didn't score the most points in game week 1, but in that West Ham side he looks like he could be pulling the strings. West Ham were already pretty good at set pieces, but now they've got Payet taking them, so I think Payet could be getting a lot of assists this year. He could be like a better scoring or scores more goals type of player in the mould of Cesc Fabregas last year, so he is one we have to keep an eye on. In defence, I think we have to bring up Joe Gomez. If he can nail down that left back slot, he's someone we've got to really consider. At 4.5 million, in one of the top 6 defences, not top 6 defences, but one of the top 6 teams in their defence, we have to keep an eye on him at 4.5 million. He could be the Hector Bellerin from last year. And then my final pick is Mario Zarate. Again, it's another West Ham player. If game week 1 was a fluke, then I could be jumping the gun here a bit, but Zarate was frozen out a bit last year. This year, new manager, Enner Valencia is injured, Zarate has a chance to prove himself. He comes in at 5.5 million. That's the same price as some of the cheap forwards from the newly promoted teams, so we have to keep an eye on that. He could be a bargain buy at 5.5 million. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been your boy JNO. And if you like the content, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. See you later.